That's just me though. That's just me though. Anyways, moving on. Every experience that you have brings you closer to who you want to be. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you all for joining me again for another video. I just want to start off by really taking this moment to like ground myself, and I welcome you to join me in this sound bowl healing. If you don't want to, or if you're not like open to it, you can just skip to the part of the video where I begin like talking. But I'm just gonna take a couple minutes just to really ground my energy and become more in tune with my body and the message that I want to share here today. Okay. Hey y'all, so let's get into it. What I wanted to base this video on was realization that I had when I was journaling before bed one day. So I'm gonna read the prompt to y'all that I wrote. The title is The Observer and the Observed. I am observing myself. I think that's what's causing the fear. I think it's okay to be the observer and also detach from the outcome. Just experience the sensations of life and feel through all the moments. This life is truly sensational. Just flow. I just want to like explain more when I'm talking about the observer and the observed. I'm not talking about anything outside of you. I'm talking about both these concepts within you. The observer being the subconscious and the observed being the conscious mind. Subconscious basically projecting the fears that it's observing onto the conscious, and which is what is causing us to experience these limitations, these fears, whatever I'm experiencing. Of course, I'm the one experiencing it, but when we feel that sometimes emotions or limitations just come out of nowhere. You know how you be driving and it be people like driving from the passenger seat or driving from the back seat? That's basically what it is. Like, your subconscious is trying to drive from the back seat, even though, you know, you're the one experiencing life. And I keep saying your subconscious like it's something separate from you. It's really not, but it's just something that you're not aware of, which is why we may deem it like separate from ourselves. So these fears are being projected onto your conscious mind, and it causes you to feel them and like internalize them. How do we recognize this projection, and what do we do about it? Recognizing the projection starts with recognizing your emotions. When you're making certain decisions, when you're in certain spaces, what are you feeling? What are emotions that are coming up for you? Or is it mostly negative emotions? Is it mostly like emotions that will typically hold you back from doing something that you know you want to do? What are these emotions? Recognize what they are and recognize where they're coming from. And once you do that, I feel like the ultimate power is being able to detach from these emotions. So I wrote that it's okay to be the observer, because you know it's okay to be the observer, but one thing that you must do is detach from the outcome. That doesn't mean that the outcome isn't like, you know, in mind, like you don't care about it at all. That's not what that means at all. It just means that, you know, whatever happens, whichever way this goes, whether you fail or succeed, you're taking the experience in holistically, not just for its positive aspects or its negative aspects. You're taking the good with the bad, the light with the dark, and you're learning from these experiences. You know, you're not letting these experiences dictate you or control you or limit you from, you know, making decisions in the future or being who you want to be or doing what you want to do. That's not it at all. You can only control what you can control, and what you cannot control, it's outside of your reach. Go into experiences, go into new spaces, understanding that every experience is working in your favor, and everything is helping you grow and learn and become this, you know, multi-dimensional being and reflect, you know. Not only are we detaching from these experiences, but we are also understanding that, what are we understanding, child? Oh, the sensations, the sensations of life. We are detaching from the outcome, but we are 100% present within these experiences. Although we are not expecting anything out of these experiences, we are fully there, we are fully present, we are fully cognizant of what's going on, the people around us, how they make us feel, all that. You know, it's easy to forget. You know, you're clouded by society. You know, you gotta go to work, you got bills, you got this, you got that, you got that, whatever. And you forget sometimes that, you know, you're really here to like experience life and the phenomenon that is the human body. Really, we have these 5 senses, and you know, you learn about it in school. It's just like, oh yeah, we have 5 senses, we have 5 senses, we have 5 senses. But it's like, do we really take the time to really participate in these sensational experiences? Like, there's this one song that I love, Rasta Pasta by I Am DDB featuring Masego. Masego says in his feature that, you know, some people feel the rain while others get wet. And it just goes back to, you know, a whole perspective thing. But like, I already did a video on that. Even if you're not where you want to be, even if like, you know, you are not doing your best and you feel like you can do better, it all starts with right now, this moment, what you can do moving forward. And one thing that will really help you tap back into your being is your senses. Your senses, your senses, your senses. You know, we all eat, right? When you're eating, are you taking the time to really enjoy your food? To taste, to just taste and experience, because food should be an experience. Taking the time to eat and actually enjoy what you're eating is not just for, oh, I'm hungry, let me just eat so I could just, you know, get back to work or whatever. If you only have 15 minutes, take that 15 minutes and be fully present. Put your phone away. Just be fully present in your meal, what you're eating, how it makes you feel, how it makes your body feel, how it makes your stomach feel. Does it give you energy? Does it make you feel sluggish? Whatever. I like to put my phone up whenever I go out, just so I can actually, you know, look and experience the world around me. Like, so many things change all the time, and you know, nature is always present. Nature is always present and around us, and sometimes we just need to take the time to look at her and really bask in her beauty, talking to people, interacting with people. And you know, I'm gonna talk about this because I just feel like I'm gonna put timestamps so y'all can skip through. But so TikTok has been in a roar ever since Anika came out and said that, you know, customer service workers don't talk to people no more. And you know, I feel like you can obviously see both sides, but at the same time, you know, customer service workers overworked, underpaid for sure, tired for sure. And also recognizing that while we're performing in this capitalistic society, these small moments of connections, of community, are the hugest detriments to capitalism. The system wants you to be drained, tired, exhausted, that you can't even talk to someone whose groceries you're ringing up, or even connect with them for a minute. That's what they want. That's what the goal is for you to feel that you don't owe anybody shit because you worked 50 hours this week and you're exhausted and your bills are late. That's the goal. But an act of resistance is having a conversation with someone. No one is asking, someone was like, oh, we're not your therapist. No one is asking you to be the therapist of people. Sometimes, it's just good to chat to people. I feel like everyone has worked customer service. Like, everyone has worked customer service. We're not talking about, like, rich people. Like, no, we're talking about society, like, the main cohort of society. Almost everyone has worked a customer service job. And, I feel like we sometimes overlook the experience that is connection with one another. It's not just about what people can do for you, but at the same time, you never know who you might meet just by talking to people, just by having conversations with people. Like, just it's not like anything too pressing. And I'm not saying that it's our fault, because obviously this society that's been built around us, a system that is very intentional about, breaking down the people so that, we get into this state where we're just like, oh, why would I talk to you when I'm work 50 hours and my bills are due and you're not a celebrity, Just acknowledgement of each other. If we're gonna be in community, like, we're all in community with each other, so why not just stop and say hello? You never know who you may meet. People you talk to could literally change your life. I'm not saying go into this with this expectation, but just be open to it. That's just me though. Anyways, moving on. No matter where you're at, like, you can really tune in to your body and your senses and acknowledge the beauty of life and nature and God around you, because we're literally living in creation, Like, everything around us was once just a thought or idea, and now it exists. It has manifested in the physical. That in itself is a miracle, a beauty, and something to be revered. The Alchemist really helped me do this, even with something as simple as the wind. Like, whenever I feel the wind, this elemental body that comes from everywhere but nowhere at the same time, but has traveled so far to grace my body, to grace my face, to be in my presence, and it's just something that I have found appreciation for that's so minuscule, but it just brings me joy in everyday life, and it grounds me in wherever I'm at in the moment, in my body. And it's just something that I really didn't notice at first, but when you take the time to notice the little things through your senses, it can be life altering. Flowing with life, flowing with the experiences, It's not like, oh yeah, I don't care about anything. It's just like, whatever. It's really understanding that things are happening for you and not to you. Every experience that you have brings you closer to who you want to be. My camera cut off, but I'm back. We're gonna wrap this up because I don't want this to be too long. Really, what I was discussing is that we have been programmed as a society to just get caught up in the things that are outside of our control, and we have been sold this illusion that we can control these things, when in reality the only things that we can control is ourselves and our actions and our reactions. Whenever I say just flow, you're gonna take all these experiences, you're living in the present moment, you're accepting what can and can't be changed, and you're learning from it, you're growing from it. You're taking every experience as a learning experience, and you're using that learning experience to reach your goal, whatever that is, self-actualization, personal development, whatever it is. You're taking these learning experiences to reach your goal and become a better version of yourself, not only for yourself, but for those around you as well. Next time, you catch yourself in a bind, you're stuck in traffic, or you're like having a disagreement with someone, always look and see what these experiences are teaching us. How can I grow in this moment? We've become very desensitized to, you know, our everyday experience, because it's just like, you know, you do it every day, but every day is a new day, a new opportunity, a fresh start, a new lens, you know. I feel like we get caught up in this whole personal development thing, and it's just like, I'm always supposed to be learning, I'm always supposed to be doing, I'm always supposed to do da. You know, sometimes you're just meant to sit, observe, and understand, you know, and look at your personal world, because your personal world is a reflection of you. And, you know, if you don't like that, then change it. You are the magician. The cards are in your hands. Every action that you take is only benefiting you, so yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I don't want to chat much more. I'm kind of tired now. Thank you all for joining me. I hope this message helped somebody. I always love chatting. Like, leave me a comment, please. I love chatting. And let me know, like, you know, if this impacted you, if this is what you needed, whatever. Just chat with me, you know, let's be in community. Until I see you all again, peace and love to you all. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.